Well, I reckon we buy a mini fridge for you. Oh, fuck, he's already ahead of us.
He's got everything, man.
I know, bro.
Far out.
What can we get you that you need?
Nothing. Go ahead, you're recording.
All right.
Okay, sweet.
All right. Welcome to another episode of The Scene Down Under, presented to you by Hardstyle Australia. I'm VUKZ.
And I'm TOZA. In this episode, we'll be talking about the year that was, 2022. What a huge year. I think we had a lot of things to talk about in this episode and highlight.
Heaps.
In this episode, sorry. Fuck, I fucked it. Fuck.
Just keep going.
Just
You
roll
suck.
again. Just roll again. Roll again.
What? Start
Roll
again?
again, yeah.
All
Roll
right.
again.
All right. Welcome to The Scene Down Under, another episode brought to you by Hardstyle Australia. I'm VUKZ.
And I'm TOZA. And in this episode, we'll be talking about the year that was. 2022, what a big year. We had a lot of things to... we got a lot of things to highlight, a lot of things to talk about. From the best tracks to the best artists to our favorite events. Philip, VUKZ,
Yeah.
that.
How are you?
Look a bit red, mate. What's going on?
Spent 8 hours in the sun yesterday.
Yeah.
SPF 50 is bullshit.
Well, I used this SPF 50. I look fine, man.
Yeah, but I'm not going to say it, but yeah. Yeah.
Just say it.
Sand monkey. same. Nah, you're right. You always get tan, bro. You always tan.
Yeah, nah, look. This was the first time I've used it in a very long time, and it paid off. Otherwise, I'll be the same as you.
Honestly, after coming back from Europe, I thought I'll just turn tan,
Yeah.
but I'm
so
a
look,
bit...
you've done well.
Thank you.
Done well.
Appreciate
Alright.
it.
You've done
I'm going to be tan soon, so...
No, it's all right. It will pay off. It'll pay off.
It will.
All right. So
2022, what a year, eh?
yeah, man.
It's been
Huge
fun.
year.
Spent my first time overseas.
I reckon it started a bit slow for us Aussies.
Yeah, because like we just came off COVID, all the restrictions finished up. But it was a big announcements, and the biggest one for me, which like is a huge one for everyone in the scene, the Prophet retiring. That's a huge one. Like for anyone that's been listening since like day dot, the Prophet is actually one of the biggest names in hardstyle. So to see him retire was like a massive thing.
30 plus, man.
Yeah, I
30
know.
plus before we were even born.
Yeah, I
man.
know.
Like,
He was there in the
that's
days.
how you know his value, how much he's contributed to the scene, whether it's in like hardcore scene, it's in the
Everything.
hardstyle scene.
Dude,
it's
he was
crazy.
still playing Climax. He played Thunderdome as well this year. So that's how much he actually means to the scene. And everything he's
so
done.
we get to see his last set in Australia
Yeah, I
next
know.
year,
How awesome.
Carnival. So if you don't want to miss out on the Prophet playing his
Or-
last set,
Yeah.
make sure you're
Or
there at
anything.
Carnival,
Or
man.
old school at Carnival.
100%, man. Like, there's a lot of other artists on Carnival. We'll get to that later.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was one of the. I think that was a big highlight. Big bomb that got dropped about the Prophet.
It's a big bomb.
Big bomb, bro.
Yeah.
That dropped. Prophet retiring. A bit sad, but I think he's done a lot for the scene,
Yeah.
so which is good. Now another thing we want to talk about is Aussies playing overseas.
I
So
know.
like,
Finally,
Yeah.
it was a bit of a plateau, you know, like after everyone left back in like 2016, 15, like it just went really
Yeah.
quiet. But now, dude, everyone has head back. Like, granted, Misha moved over there, but to see her up on like Indigo stage,
Yeah,
seeing her
shout
at
out
Decibel,
Misha.
like it's awesome. But even now, like you got Ben going to Reverse soon.
who's been?
But Firelight.
No,
you
you
got
got it. You know.
you got Firelight going to Reverse. You got Divergent playing overseas in Japan. You
Yeah.
got Diesel and Anderex playing at shows, even making an anthem for Gearbox, which is one of your favorite labels. Like it's so awesome to see Aussies finally picking up like, you know, the slack.
We love to see it, man. Yeah, so you were at DEF CON for
Yeah.
Anderex's set at Purple. Can you tell us how it was? I wasn't there. I just
Dude,
watched a bit of videos.
So people that don't know, Purple is like a up and coming stage for DEF CON. So it's a lot of people that have displayed their talent over the year or the past years. A lot of big names have come up through Purple previously. So you've had like Rebellion play at Purple. You've had Deadly Guns play
I
at
just
Purple.
can't take you seriously with the glasses on.
This is me. What of it? And but yeah, no, like it was a bit of a robbery that Anderex did play at Purple, but he actually packed out Purple that much. Like you could not get into Purple. Like
I mean, look, that only means one thing, man. Like, if someone can pull this off,
at
next year's going to be
Purple,
bigger.
Like think about it. There's how many people? Like 50,000 plus at DEF CON, and for a stage to have
yeah.
yeah, for a
around
day.
100k people across the 3 days, yes.
No, is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
80 to 100k.
I thought it was more. It's like 400k over the weekend.
Is it?
Yeah, bro. There's so many people.
All right.
Yeah, there's
Sorry.
at least yeah. But either way, man, that Purple stage was packed. It was so awesome to see, and just everyone hitting the kick rolls as well. Like
Yeah.
that was the greatest thing ever. I have like all these videos and the whole crowd, just everyone.
Yeah.
Just
And
everyone
from
at
that
the same-
said, you had another highlight. I know you mentioned it in a different episode, but What was that highlight that you mentioned of someone getting a shoey?
Oh yeah, so it was awesome because when we were going there, Audio Freak, who's a big like advocate for not advocate, sorry, like a big name in the DEF CON scene. He actually had like a video taken from like the DEF CON film crew of someone doing a shoey with an Aussie flag and a New South Wales Blues shirt during Enderex's set. So it was pretty sick. Like it was like all these things. It was like seeing like a local play overseas, someone doing a shoey with an Aussie flag. Like it was just like the epitome of Australia right there. So it was awesome to see.
Man. I wish I was there, but obviously like I had other things planned, man. Like, but
there's heaps more to come.
Yeah, there's a lot of things to come, man.
But speaking of Aussies, another big thing to happen. Delete his passing. I think that affected not just us here in Australia, like everyone all over the world that listens to this music. Like he was a big factor in like the sound of Raw.
100%. Like may he rest in peace. You know, we know he's up there watching us. And I was one of the lucky people to see a couple of VIP sets, like the 2019 VIP set. Also
at Supremacy?
No, the DEF CON one at Blue Stage, and then also getting to meet him in 2016 when he played for ESI. That was the first time I met him, and you know over the years, you know, I kept meeting him, became closer, good friends, and it was just really good to have a person like this in our scene that he influenced so much in our music, man.
So
like,
much.
Especially the Raw scene, you know, the gated kicks, the VIP edits, like, you know, his screeches are sick, man. Like,
he was
it's a very big, like, I'm getting goosebumps talking about this. But,
I am too.
Yeah, so like, it's just a big part of our scene that we lost, but his legacy will always stay.
Yeah,
here, man.
definitely.
Like, a lot of people will always remember him. This is one of the people, it's one of the people that left a big imprint on us, and biggest. You know, just.
But we also got to be thankful because, like, after we heard the news, like the biggest thing I could take from it was, it's so sad, but we are so lucky to have witnessed it because we take for granted quickly like what we go through, and he brought us so much, man. Like I've seen a Delete classic set, a Delete set, a Delete live set, a Delete VIP set. Like there's nothing more he could have offered that I didn't see, and I'm so grateful for it.
100%.
And dead set, he will still be one of my favorite artists.
100%, man. A lot of good sets, man. You know, just
it's
a legend for our generation that, you know, we're so glad that we got to witness, man. So we already spoke a bit about the Australia scene picking up post-COVID, but I think you know, we had a slow start, but some of the highlights is like, you know, HSU coming in with some big events. You know, having knockout like in October. That was crazy, man. Like, you know, just having this in Australia with the amount of people that...
It just reminded me of DEF CON.
100%. And 55,000 people, man. Like, that was like... Biggest DEF CON we've had, it was like 30K.
Yeah, I think this was the biggest event in Australia.
Biggest hardstyle event in the Southern Hemisphere. And
biggest stage as well.
100%. Huge stage to fill up that stadium with this big stage and all the production.
Stadium looked tiny compared to that stage.
And not just that, man. I don't know if you noticed, but you know the LED screens on the top? Yeah. How this just kept going around the whole stadium?
Yeah, went around the whole stadium. And
they had like all the moving heads and stuff. And it was just crazy.
Like everywhere, the production was just on point there.
100%. And not just that, like I just wish Australia was a bit more lenient with sound restrictions, because the only thing I was missing is probably a bit of sound, but I just learned a trick, and I'm happy to share this with everyone. There are dead spots with everywhere you go. Yeah. Find the good spot, stick there, you'll get good sound, regardless how low the sound is. So.
Also, another thing to hearing, please, guys, I have to say this. Please wear ear protection, because my ears are going so bad, and I've only invested in them recently. So please wear ear protection if you hear ringing, please. 100%. That's like the biggest thing I can recommend.
So one of the things I used to do is also like I had ear molded earplugs. So that's like custom to your ear. Unfortunately, I lost them overseas.
How? Because they fell out?
The past, I think, 3 years I haven't been using protection, but now I'm back. So really, really important. Really need it. Like, you know,
that's a big thing.
Yeah, the last thing you want is to go deaf.
But knockout, that was huge. Like that was a big standard setter, and like it's really helping the scene pick back up again, because we had nothing. We lost DEF CON, and then there was nothing. We had Supremacy, 2017, 2018. That went away again. Like we had no events from overseas, and to see HSU, a homegrown event, bring something of that size was
Yeah.
so awesome to see. So it's really good to see the scene picking back up again past COVID years and really bringing like setting a golden standard like of this is how it has to be from now on. It has to be the best.
100%. Yeah. Look, it's a big how do you say it?
Upgrade.
Yeah, it's a big upgrade for us, and it's also hard to top it off. But
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure HSU will pull something out of their hat one day and then make it even bigger and bigger and
You
bigger.
reckon? 3-day event.
Oh,
Camping.
that would be crazy, man.
Camping.
That would be
They
crazy.
should bring. Did they ever do camping here in Australia for
DEFCON, yes. I think
Yeah, they did.
2015 was the last one, and then unfortunately someone passed away, and they took away the camping, became one day,
Yeah.
and that was my first day. So 2016, 2017, 2018 was just one day events.
Yeah.
Still was fun.
Look, 1-day events are cool.
Yeah.
But the whole fact that like even bringing like the whole DEFCON thing over to here, like the camping thing is what makes it really
Yeah.
cool because you're like with your mates 24/7 just
100%.
partying.
So touching on the lineup for Knockout, what did you think of it? Because
Oh,
Yeah,
dude, that was perfect.
Yeah.
Like honestly, I can't fault it one bit. Everyone always says like they're complaining, like even like epic lineups and stuff like that. Like everyone's like complaining about Warface. Warface for me is a staple. Like he needs to be there for me.
Yeah.
And he's so good. Like everyone was complaining. I compared that set. Say what you want. I compared that set to his DEFCON main stage set, and that was awesome. Like
Yep.
it was so good. He brought out new edits. It was so sick. But that knockout lineup was just unbelievable. We've seen so many live sets, like the Ultimate Killing Machine,
Yep.
Deadly Guns. The second time he's done that. The first time was at
Massive
Massive
Hardcore. Yep.
Hardcore, and now he brought it out to Australia. Like that was so awesome, and being on stage for that was fucking awesome. That was like the
and
greatest.
speaking about that, how sick is the guitar, man?
That guitar
guitar
is
is so
fucking awesome, man.
Yeah,
Oh,
he got
dude.
in trouble for it.
Yeah, he got pulled up in
Customs.
Germany. Yeah.
Yeah, Germany.
Yeah, he got pulled up in Germany.
crazy,
for
man.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, so another thing we want to talk about is like, big acts coming up. Like, who do you think is the, like, up and comer from this year that, you really like?
From this year.
Yeah, just up and comers, man. Like, what are your takes? So give me one up and comer from your point of view that you think is going to do really good in 2023. Someone that came out of nowhere.
We can both agree on this one. We'll just put it adjust.
Oh, man.
Bro.
Mr. Echoes.
Yeah, bro. Wow. Well, honestly,
Look, I could say something that might piss him off now, but I don't want to because, like, I love you, Michael, man. You're all right. You're all right. Michael.
Yeah, Adjust is one of the biggest names in the
100%,
scene right now.
100%.
Like you can't fault him either. Like the tracks he makes are just like
Dude,
they're explosive.
very. And, bro, like, having him here in August this year was sick. Like,
Yeah, and you know what's really
at the
funny?
boat party and
Like
everything.
everyone's seeing like videos from overseas. They're like, "Oh, we gotta bring him out." Blah blah. It's like he was out here,
He
man.
was out here already,
Yeah,
man. Like, what the fuck?
You gotta support your local
Not just
fucking
that, but, like,
raves.
That boat party was sick. And obviously, like, he wasn't planned to be there.
Yeah,
There was obviously, like, as we know, a little bit more back
Yeah,
end.
yeah.
There was a different artist that was supposed to go. Didn't end up making it. So
it was a very last second.
yeah, so
DJ
it was like a last minute swap that paid off really well.
Yeah.
I think it helped High Voltage a lot.
Yeah.
And just I hope to see him again in 2023.
Oh,
That would
dude.
be sick.
Yeah.
And only wish him the best, man. Like I think I get to see him in January at Exclusive.
Yeah.
So that's one thing I'm looking forward to. It's his like first live set, I think.
Is it live? Adjust
Yeah,
live?
it's Adjust Live.
Oh, shit, I
He's the
haven't know.
only live set on the lineup,
Yeah.
so which is sick.
Any other names?
Yeah, we got like look, I can just throw in a bit of names and we can talk about them. So like you got
I
like,
reckon Adjust is the biggest.
to me right now, Adjust is the biggest,
Yeah,
100%, biggest up and comer.
Yeah.
But we got people like Vertile, Voidax, Delusion,
Yeah, dude.
Cryax.
Bro, they've been killing it, but I think
Yeah.
like they've become sort of like a staple now. Like they've cemented themselves like that well. Cryax
Yeah.
is already with Apex, he's
Yeah.
built himself there. Voidax and Delusion are playing at Supremacy and stuff like that. They're just
lucky to
killing
be
it.
there, man. That was 2 6 sets that we saw.
Everyone on like Reddit and everywhere, they were
Yeah.
saying those sets just blew them away.
very good, man.
Surprisingly.
Like I remember we walked in, we all pulled out our phones, walking into the venue,
Yeah.
and the first thing we hear is Error 404
Oh, no
by
way.
Andrex and Diesel.
Yeah.
That was it was error, and then like full drop, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I know,
like
the
we
first song.
just kicked it off like to the perfect kickoff.
Yeah.
We just walked into this, and that would just set our tone for the
But
night, man.
that's the best thing I love about hearing like tracks from like our mates, like the
Oh,
locals.
100%, man.
Bro, like I remember when Encrypto dropped Scars,
Yeah.
the edit last year at
Yeah.
Supremacy, everyone was freaking out. We're like, dude, Joel Diesel, like your music is being played by Encryptor. Like he's one of my favorite artists as well.
Yeah.
And just to hear him dropping like music like that, it's like fuck yeah, like we've made it. We're back on top now, so it's sick.
Yeah.
That's what I fucking love about that. Yeah.
All right. Events. Let's talk about some of the events that we had this year, 2022.
We've had a lot.
Yeah, we've had a lot of events.
I'm happy.
Yeah.
It's good.
So tell me about some of the event companies that we witnessed come
Everyone.
back and make a comeback.
Yeah, so it was a bit of a slow start, like we said, but it's picked up, and now it's so good to have an event almost every other weekend.
Yeah.
Because I can get my fix live now. Night Vision's brought out Active Rage and Mad Dog earlier. They played fucking incredible sets. Mad Dog releasing an album as well later, the Down Tempo EP. Awesome. High Voltage just killing us with that up tempo. Started off with the Dope Doctor, and that's it. Like everyone just got a taste of it. Now everyone wants up tempo. Like I don't think anyone's complaining about up tempo in Australia currently.
With the up tempo right now, I think it's the next big thing. We saw a big shift in music. So started with obviously hardstyle, then shifted to like euphoric, and then we got the underground raw, and then after the underground raw, the up tempo started to come through.
Yeah.
And now it's becoming more and more digestive for people. So I think, up tempo is going to become mainstream soon, in my opinion. Like 2023 is going to be very big for up tempo, especially in Australia. There's a lot coming up. Can't reveal much, but there's a lot of up tempo coming to Australia next year, 2023, and I think it's gonna pretty much be imprinted more into the Aussie scene. Yeah, especially having Dimitri K coming in January for High Voltage alongside with Dark Horror, who was just here earlier too.
Yeah. They've got a new live act together.
That's right. Why. And also they have Dimitri K coming back again for Carnival.
Yeah, that's right.
So that's going to be huge. So like we just had Trespass for Knockout, which was like one of the highlights of that lineup. Yeah, I think to me, like, yes, everyone was there, was great. Yeah, Rebellion was there. That's the greatest moment for me.
No, but it was awesome to see him there.
Yeah, but having Trespass on HSU lineup, up tempo. This is
but not
crazy.
even that, because we had Party Razor a couple of years back, and so many people walked out because they were not ready. They were not ready.
It just filtered out all the up tempo heads, and then the crowd you had there was the crowd that listens to that music, which was the best. Like the vibe was crazy. There was like about 3,000, 4,000 more people.
Yeah, there was heaps of people at that set. But the big thing is as well, like I feel like the reason why up tempo's picked up as well and like become what it is. Back in like 2016, 17, the Gearbox days and like all those sets started coming out, you heard a lot of hardcore finish off the sets. And people always say this, like up-tempo is just a phase and stuff like that. But everyone played like a extra raw set and finished it with a hardcore edit or something like that. And then people would complain, oh, why are you playing hardcore at the end of your set? But now people are going selectively to like up-tempo sets, which is awesome to see now. So it's not just you expecting an up-tempo song at the end. It's like a whole set of up-tempo. And Australia's like really taken a like to it. And that's what 2023 is going to be a big year for up-tempo. Yeah. And just a lot of experimental hardstyle as well. So especially down under.
And if you see some of the up-tempo guys are actually reverting back to like slower stuff.
Yeah.
So which
Mad
is
Dog's
good.
doing down-tempo
now, which is good.
Awesome.
Like, it's like, okay, so we'll help you, you help us, we'll go together kind of thing, like, and it's a good shift. It's a good shift in my opinion. But like speaking of up-tempo and like how it was prior to COVID and what it is now, it's a crazy, crazy level up, man. Like you had people like back in prior to COVID, you had like Anger Noise, NSD, MBK, Cryogenic, like
DRS.
a couple of big names. But now you have post-COVID, you got like
so many
people coming up, like lineup. Like you got the Dope Doctor.
So fun fact about Noxious and Dope Doctor, after meeting them, they actually made their like albums and like all their music in COVID, like during COVID. Yeah. So it's really sick to see that, like, even though there was
breakthrough for everyone.
Yeah, but like at that point they could have made any music. They could have
100%.
made Euphoric just to stay with it. But they made up tempo during the pandemic, which they weren't getting money from because they weren't performing.
Exactly.
And now they're getting booked at gigs and they're playing all these sets and they're just getting booked everywhere, coming overseas even. Yeah. So that's what's so awesome about up tempo. Like they're still getting the bookings, they're still getting the gigs.
And just like throwing a few more names there too, like you got like Spit Noise is someone that was big prior, and he's even getting bigger now.
Yeah, even bigger.
And we're lucky to be able to see him for the first time. Is it first time? Yeah, first time in Australia.
First time in Australia.
Yeah, first time in Australia. And then you got people like Major Conspiracies.
Yeah.
Major Conspiracy. You got people like like you said, Noxious, Dope Doctor. Someone I'd like to see too is like Unproven.
Yeah, there's so many names, man.
Dimitri K.
Yeah.
We already talked about him.
He'll be coming up. Trespassed again. There's so many names that are just coming
100%.
up. And it's not like they're just like a phase or a trend. Like, what's funny as well, GPF started off as like just a joke.
Yeah.
But really, like, they made all these like peep kicks and these kicks, and people still go for the shows and stuff. But really, their new stuff, like, they're coming up with these crunchier kicks. They have a bit more like punch to them, and they're nicer.
Yeah.
And like, I never enjoyed GPF.
I did always.
But I could always listen to it. But now they're making all this music, and I'm like, dude, I fuck with JPF now. They're awesome.
Right.
I fucking love them.
You're telling me you don't like a bit of coming on your face?
I love coming on my face. I love coming on my face.
Favorite song, right?
Coming on my face. Oh, we're talking about songs?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Wait, what were you talking about?
Nothing. Anyways. No, but Uptempo is actually growing, and I cannot wait for 2023. Not just in Australia, but just everywhere.
I'm sure there's a lot of things that we could have covered too for 2022. But like one of the things that I really, really want to cover is like the clap long kicks.
Just like all the kicks coming out. Clapong, I think, is one. Personally, it's one of my favorites just because I love to do the dance.
Yeah.
The dance is my favorite thing.
So, fun fact, DJ Thero was the first person to
so Thero's been around
I mean, correct
for a
us
while.
if we're wrong, but I'm pretty sure with the facts, a little bit of factual things we know.
Yeah.
DJ Thero started that, and Sick Mode just took it to the next level.
Yeah, Six Mode gave it more of that gated, like punchy feel. Like Thera did con the actual clap long kick. But like I think Sick Mode brought his own like style and punch to it, which was really cool. Like it changed it a bit, gave it a bit more of that like new kick we hear now.
Yep.
So it's pretty awesome to see, and that's just taken over. Like ever since the clap long song came out, like clap long kicks.
How does it go, man?
Donko.
No. Like,
what, the dance? You can do the dance.
Are we gonna do it?
Yes.
Come on. 3, 2,
2,
1.
1.
Clap. Wait.
No, but dude, claplong is one of my favorite dance moves. Other than the spin move, which everyone knows me as the ballerina guy. If you see me around, the 360 fake drop.
I got one of the videos I posted. I got called the cute twirl.
The what?
Cute twirl. Like one of the videos.
Cute twirl. Oh, okay, yeah.
But if you know, you know.
Yeah, if you know.
And if you don't know, you don't know.
No, sorry, too bad.
But yeah, look. Also, not just the clap-on kicks. We got some like the fake drops.
No, bro, kick switches. Everything's coming
Everything,
in.
man.
I reckon Audio Freak just displayed that the best at Epic. Just all those kick switches, the fake drops, and it's so good. I love people on like Reddit and all these forums. They're like, "Oh, stop with the fake drops, stop with the kick switches." I'm like, "Shut up! Go listen to like a millennial set. Then like you can go listen to a different set."
Yeah, especially like at DevCon, man. Like there's
But
everything.
There's so much to see. Then you're
like,
gonna complain about
shut
one.
up, go to the next stage.
And the worst part is, this is why I love Australians. Australians won't complain as much as Dutchies. But like even Aussies, they're like, oh, like I don't want to hear this, I don't want to hear that. Don't go to the event. There's like 30 other events every other time. Like go to those.
I mean, we'll never get rid of the complainers, man. There was
someone will always complain.
They're just the minority, man.
Yeah, honestly.
Like if out of the 20 comments you see online, and you know what's funny? The same people that talk shit, I see them walking in the line to go into an HSC event. That's what blows my mind. I'm like, bro, you wasted all this energy talking shit when you could just like,
just
say
enjoy
something
it.
positive
and
just go enjoy it anyways, because you're going anyways. So
funny story. I'm not gonna say this guy's name, but I'm gonna single him out. Back when you were playing live for this, and was it? It was at Enmore, and Anderex was playing there. And some guy was there. I was talking with Anderex. I was outside, and he goes, "Oh, I hate Anderex. His kicks are so shit. Blah blah. No. All this stuff." I'm like, "Oh yeah." And then Anderex was like, "Oh yeah. What about him?" And then just like spoke about it. 2 weeks later, I seen this guy like full busted out to Anderex, and I just stared at him. I'm like, "Bro, like just enjoy the music for what it is."
Look, be open-minded, man. Get get with the trends, bro.
Yeah,
like,
I know. Like you can't do anything about it.
We still have like events that still bring whatever you like. So like
we're getting like a whole old school at Carnival now next in March.
Oh man, a lot of people that like say stuff about the lineup are like, oh, who's this wild motherfuckers? I'm like, bro, who are you?
Yeah.
How long have you been? You started listening like last week to the music? Like, how can you not know Tatanka and
Like
Zakox?
granted the people who are just coming into it now, but always do your research,
Yeah,
man. Like these are
100%.
like the biggest plays in the game when I was growing
Yeah,
up.
like one thing I want to say is like, start going for the music and not for the drugs, man. Like,
Yeah, oh, yes, please.
I mean, I'm
stop.
not telling you not to, like whatever.
Do what
but-
you want to do, but just
enjoy the actual music.
yeah.
You know, enjoy the music. It's great music.
Oh, that's pretty much
Beep, beep,
2022.
boop, boop. You know, it's
More peep.
good, good bing bong music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All right, so you
Yeah.
want to take us to the next level, mate?
The next level. All right, let's go there.
All right, let's go.
All right. Toza,
Yes.
after the recap of 2022, what is your track of the year?
This question I like, but
You can go through your phone. I'll give you.
all right, look between. Okay, I'm going to throw 2 tracks there, and then we'll see which one's best. But
Yeah.
for me, honestly, like if I'm going to be biased, I'm going to go with Simulation.
Okay.
Simulation by Rebellion and Vertile. Why? Because the vibe is insane with this track. Like
Yeah.
I can't explain it, but
Nah,
it's
you have to be there.
you have to be there to know.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
like close your eyes wherever you are at a rave or like in the toilet, bro, chucking a shit. Doesn't
Yeah.
matter. Listen to the song and tell me how you feel. It's insane. Just close your eyes. It will take you somewhere else.
Making me yawn, bro.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. Nah.
I'm keen to hear your one, but
Yeah.
the second track that I really think might be the best track of the year, top 100 Q dance,
Yeah.
hardstyle tracks of the year, Vertile and Headhunters.
Before I wake. You reckon?
That track is insane.
It's
Like,
good, but
I don't know, man. The melody, the kick.
it's so good. Vertile is so good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's
And you know what?
Easy.
Vertile's in my top. So Together We Grow.
yeah.
That's one of it, dude. That's
Okay.
that song does stuff to me, and not only because like I traveled to Europe with my girlfriend, and hearing that song live, just like it was like, damn, like we've
So
been
did
going
you
out.
put a ring on it? Or?
No, bro. Got one of myself. No, but like after 5 years and like when we first met, she didn't listen to hardstyle. So I got her into it slowly. She did, but not like the stuff I did. And then like to finally go overseas for my first DEFCON, which was hers as well, and our first trip overseas together, that song was just like our Europe trip. So it was like awesome. That was like that has to be
So it's
my
got
song.
sentimental value.
Yeah,
for you.
that's
Okay,
possibly
yep. Which
my
is fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But track of the year for me, I reckon Falling Down as well by
Which
Bloodlust.
one, sorry?
Falling Down.
Yeah.
It just I don't know what it is. He's still got those like old school raw screeches and just like the vocals on that track.
Yep.
It has to be one of the best tracks of this year
All right.
easily.
Yep.
There's so many more we could name.
Yeah. His live show at Supremacy was sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. In
Is he?
Blood We Trust.
He's so good.
With Livid as the
Is
MC.
Livid the MC?
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Livid's a top G.
Livid is my favorite MC.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
One's Villain.
This is a joke? Nah, shout out to Villain, man.
No, I love Villain.
Yeah,
but-
look, shout out to all the MCs. You know, you do a very...
No, do you know who's my favorite MC?
Okay, then no shout out for the MCs. Sorry.
No shout out
Keep
for
going.
any MCs other than Pez.
Ooh.
I love
Look,
Pez.
but he's Aussie, obviously, like
Yeah, you got to support
Hey.
the locals.
100%.
What have I been saying?
100%.
Support your local raves.
Support your local raves.
All right.
All right. Now, speaking of tracks, yep, tracks are cool, whatever. But give me your favorite album.
Album
Yeah.
is tricky. There's quite a few, but honestly, throwing it back a bit, Nosferatu.
What are you throwing back?
What do you mean, Nosferatu? I'm not from the Bunda. Not from nothing back.
Oof.
Nah, Nosferatu, Devil's Playground. Dude, like that just took me back to like millennial hardcore. He had
Yep.
some up-tempo tracks in there, like 1 or 2, but it just brought me back to when I first started listening to hardcore. And like just Nosferatu, like he just killed it with that album. Like it was so good. What?
Yeah.
What about
I'm,
you?
I'm listening.
You're listening to what,
yeah,
me?
yeah. I'm just like, yeah.
You didn't listen to it, did you?
Stop the cap. Nah, so mine would be Artificial Intoxication.
Oh,
man.
really?
I mean, you would have probably guessed that already, but look.
Wouldn't have thought.
Yeah.
No, it was a great album.
It's a,
And
it
you know
is
what-
a great album because
and-
it's still there.
Let me just say something. What's really good about it as well, and I'm not saying this against any DJ, but if you're releasing an album, don't release an album with songs that have been out for a while, or just like edits of songs that have been out for a while. That kind of sucks for me, especially if it's like a 12-track album, and you've got like 4 songs.
But why do you think they do that?
What's the point of releasing an album if those songs have been out for a while?
I mean,
Dude,
how do you look?
back-
Okay, look, we can talk about this on another episode.
Yeah.
I think this is like a good topic that we can indulge in.
But all I'm saying is,
because we gotta also ask some of the artists
Yeah,
why
okay.
they do that.
Okay,
So
but all
we'll
I'm
just
saying
leave
is-
it.
all
I
I'm
think
saying is- wait, oops. All I'm saying is, Anger Fist released 30 track albums before. Just do that these days.
Okay.
I don't mind 30 more songs of
And
hardstyle.
just to say that, right?
Yeah.
Can you tell me about the human being attention span at the moment, bro? Do you have time to listen to 30 tracks?
Yes.
Well, you're the only person that said
I'll buy
that.
his album like 1,000 times then.
Oh, okay. Well,
Okay.
each to their own. Okay, so we don't have to agree to each other.
Yeah. But Artificial Intoxication.
Very good album.
Honestly, the sound across that album,
Yeah,
it was so
and
good.
if you compare it to like their previous albums,
It
bro,
was
like
on par.
it's just a big like level up, right?
Yeah,
so like
yeah.
you got sound design,
No, but
the feels.
not only like it would level up, it was on par because those 2 albums before were so good as well.
3.
Yeah.
3.
What did I say?
You said 2.
Those 2 albums before. What did they have 3?
So you got your
Uprising, Supreme
Uprising.
Warfare.
Yeah. No. Uprising,
Yeah.
Empire,
Empire.
and the Overdose album.
Yeah, but Overdose is like you know what I mean? Like, it's not Rebellion. It's like Rebellion, their live actor album. So
It's the one album.
yeah, okay. Well, they're on par with those 3. They're still
Okay.
great. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and for them to keep doing that, like you see a lot of DJs just drop off after a couple albums, but that was tops.
100%. I'm just hoping for another one
Do you reckon?
as soon as we'll just maybe another 2 years. There's like I don't know. I've just noticed that there's a 2-year gap between every album, but who knows? Maybe we'll get one next year. I don't know.
What do you know that I don't know?
No, I honestly don't. For the first time ever, I know nothing.
Rebellion doesn't. You don't. Shut your mouth.
Yeah. So, what about the event of the year?
Event?
Yeah. What's your favorite event? Okay, let's split it up into like Aussie event and overseas
No,
event.
just do Aussie event because you can't tell people the event overseas is good. Aussie event, I know DEFCON holds a sentimental value in my heart because like everyone's like a owner of a orange heart, you know. So like DEFCON was awesome, but Dominator was something else. It was like just a niche, like just hardcore, and I'm a big fan of hardcore. I love anything that's like 180 BPM plus. So actually having going to Dominator, that was sick. But here, Knockout, nothing can beat Knockout. You can't.
100%.
How do you beat a lineup like that?
Look, I don't know. It's a huge lineup. Not just that, like you got a huge stage too, the biggest stage we've
But
had.
3 stages as well.
And 3
Yeah.
stages. So like we got locals, we got internationals, we got everything, variety of everything. Like got from your hardstyle all the way to your up tempo.
Yeah.
And like that was sick. And obviously I've only went to one event overseas this year, which
Yeah.
was Supremacy. I'm so glad I could tick that from my bucket list.
Yeah.
Probably wasn't happy with the production
Yeah.
side, but every set was sick. Like to the point where I had 20 tokens and I only used 4.
Yeah, you didn't want to leave.
2 I used at the beginning and 2 I gave to my mate and he never came back. So I don't know what he did with it.
Still looking for those 2 tokens, bro, wherever you are.
Yeah.
Ah.
And just to see those live sets and to be in an event without leaving the dance floor was a great experience.
Well, that's what
Yeah.
Knockout was for me as well.
Same thing. I was pretty packed out that day.
Like I wasn't really running between sets because I caught a lot of these overseas. But yeah, I'm so grateful for actually seeing Deadly Guns, Ultimate Killing Machine live. Like that was I think that's one of my highlights of the year, seeing that live because I watched the Masters of Hardcore live stream. But seeing that live and seeing that in Australia, like we don't get to see too many events like that. Like even the Overdose, bro, a Down Underdose. That was one of the best things ever. Like, I love those more niche. Can you stop tensing your pecs at me? I've seen that. And all the smaller events like that, when they bring them down, like Radical and Active Rage did it a couple years back as well. We had the Live for This Warface. But seeing Down Underdose, like, that shit is awesome.
what an event.
Yeah, I know.
What an event, bro.
Because
Listen, that event, and not just that, just to be able to dress up as them too and get it as accurate as possible was insane, bro.
And the meme.
I might put that jacket up on eBay if anyone's, Nah, I'm joking. I would never.
Nonsense.
Never, bro. That was sick.
Yeah, that was
And
a
just to
great.
do it with one of my best friends. Is
I dressed up
insane.
better though.
Oh yeah.
I dressed up as a ballerina. That was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we both dressed up as something we like, so.
That's all that matters.
Mm.
Yeah.
All right.
That's pretty much
just to-
2022, eh?
Yeah, I think there's probably a lot of things that we could have covered, but
Yeah.
for
that's
us,
like the basis.
sorry, my bad. I mean, yeah, so we could have covered a lot of things. Wherever you're watching, if you're watching from YouTube or anywhere else, can you please drop us a comment saying what your favorite track of the year is, what your favorite album of the year, and what are you looking forward to see in 2023? And one last thing I think we should talk about is like, I really, really need to cover this, man. Like, I can't just...
You have to shit?
No.
Okay.
Favorite live set this year?
No,
Or like a live act, like a new live act that came out this year.
Ultimate Killing Machine.
Yeah?
Downright. Okay, so like a lot of my influence in music was like heavy metal and stuff like that growing up as well. So having heavy metal and hardcore, like how do you top that? Like for someone that listens to that, it's like I don't know how to compare it. It's like, what are your two favorite drinks? Put them together and then make one drink. Like, how sick is that? Like, you get best of both worlds on one thing. And I got to see it live. And plus, I was on stage. I got to take photos for it. Like,
You told us this like 600 times.
yeah, I know.
Get it, right?
Oh, well, we get it. You like rebellion.
Okay.
No, but that's the same for
Look,
you.
I get it. Look, honestly, because from someone that has experienced a lot,
Yeah.
not flexing again,
Yeah.
but I know exactly how you feel, man, because it's such an amazing and such an amazing feeling, right? But then how did you get it done? It's by, doing something for the art, like, offering photography or whatever, like,
getting to know everyone,
getting to know everyone
the
and
artists
just
personally.
just offering something with value to help them out. So that's something I could probably advise everyone else to do is like, if you want something, plan it and make it happen. Like, whether
Go
it's
out and do it.
Yeah, just go out and do it. Like, like things like we're doing now, like, we want to bring value to the scene. So like, whether you're a DJ, you're an influencer, whatever, like, be the change that you want to see, and also like, bring value to whoever you're targeting. Whether it's like, okay, I want to play at Massive, I want to play somewhere else. So like, bring value to that place, man. Like,
see how you can benefit Massive as well.
Yeah.
If you love this music and you have 3,000 followers
Yeah.
on Instagram, not even if you have 1,000. You can just go up to Massive and be like, hey guys, I've got a mix, I've got a demo, can you check me out?
Yeah.
And then you can work from there. You could, like, a lot of DJs.
and stand out, like, bring something new to the table.
Yeah.
Okay. Being a DJ is cool, whatever, but what value can you bring to the person that you want to like get a booking from or whatever? And then not just that, like, I think a lot of things to do, like network.
Yeah.
And go out, speak to people. I'm not talking like just network with like artists and all that. Like, no, network with normal people.
Just normal, everyone, us.
Speak
Speak to us,
whatever.
if you see us, speak to us. We can help you
More than
out,
happy,
definitely.
grab us, ask us some questions. I can answer you as truthfully as possible. I'm not gonna like sugarcoat things, because I think both of us have quite a bit of experience and we've met
got
people.
good intentions.
Yeah, we've got good intentions, and we like bringing people up. Like, there's a lot of up and comers that are gonna come 2023. Just keep an eye out. There's a lot of things happening, a lot of big things that are dropping.
So what are you looking forward to in 2023?
Well, now you asked a lot. I mean, there's a lot of things that
Yeah.
that I'm looking forward to, but some of the things is just like, just bringing more value to the scene. Like one of the things like is just this podcast. Yeah. I want this podcast to be a platform for both of us to showcase our scene and level up everyone that's going to come on the podcast. So whether it's like an artist or influencer or whatever, we want to put them on the map, not just here but overseas too, and where they come from, and why they do the things they do, and that should be a platform for some people to, just expose themselves.
Yeah.
It's not just about us. Like, I don't really care, bro. Like, for me and you, we're just here to talk shit, have a good time,
Enjoy the music.
introduce people that you guys know about by like just
You don't know.
DJ name. Like, you don't even know their first name or whatever, or like where they came from.
Yeah, no, I keep referring to them by their first name.
Yeah, so that's what I was saying. Like, yep, it's good that we know their first name and stuff, but we're just gonna stick to their artist names until we bring them on the show.
Yeah.
And we just show everyone that this is Ben, or this is Nick, or
This is Mies Vertol, so if
Yeah.
you're hearing this, come on the show.
yeah, or this is Sitze, trespassed.
Yeah, he'll be up soon.
Yeah, hopefully, you know. But yeah, that's pretty much it. What are you looking for in 2023, man?
Just more up-tempo kicks. That's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
More big bong.
Less picnicking.
Oh
please.
yeah. Oh please.
Please stop picnicking.
For the love
I'm
of God.
6'3".
Please.
I will murder like a person picnicking if I step on you. Please get
Please.
off of me.
Please, not just that. Like,
Or if you're playing Yu-Gi-Oh cards on the floor, I swear, at a rave, if you're playing Yu-Gi-Oh cards, get out of there. I will set up a tournament for you on another day at another place.
Yeah.
Get out of my face.
yeah.
That's all.
You know?
No, I'm actually looking forward. Next year's
Yeah.
going to be a big year, and I'm really keen to see the artists and the scene grow because I think a lot of them, what I know from like speaking to them, there's a lot of projects coming up. Do you know what I'm actually looking forward to? I haven't spoken to anyone. Like,
Tell
this
me,
isn't
please.
Like
I
a
wanna
deep
know.
down secret. I really want an Australian to release an album.
Ooh.
That's something we haven't seen in a long time.
Ooh, yes. So if you're listening to this,
Yeah, if you're a
listening
producer
to
in
this and
Australia,
you're an
release
Aussie
an album.
producer,
Philip wants a 30-track album.
Mr. VUKZ here.
Yeah.
No, boy, come on, 30 tracks.
No, it has to be 30 tracks.
Okay, well, don't
You can
do
do
it. No, but an album from an Aussie would be really good.
That'd be sick.
Yeah, 100%.
If Enderex Diesel or Firelight does one, I didn't know this, but I'm
Hey,
gonna
look,
be
what
so
about
happy.
like an Aussie legend, like an Aussie legend album?
Can
Ooh, that would be good, yeah.
Sway Pulsar? They should do they should
Yeah.
do albums, man. Like
100%.
people would be like, it's very hard to get a traction
Yeah.
following if you've been in the scene for a long time because people just know you as the regulars or the locals.
Yeah, but if you come with something out of the way,
if you're coming up with an album,
but the thing is, like,
people
shout
gonna
out
be,
to
"Ugh."
Sway, man. He's got like his new live act too. Like, I don't know how to say it. It's Anbu. Something
Oh, it's
from
the
Anabu.
the,
Anbu.
I don't know
Whatever
what
it
but I
is, just go check it
I don't know how
out,
to say
pronounce it properly, and tell me how to pronounce it. You know, like teach me. But yeah, all right.
That's pretty much it. So
So we just want to say thank you for tuning in to another episode of The Scene Down Under. Don't forget to share this with all your rave fam and check out all of our socials. So at Hardstyle Australia on Instagram, at TOZA DJ on Instagram, and
at Budget Phil. Yeah.
hey, I'm going to ask you about this budget feel later on in another episode.
We'll find out.
So yeah, cheers and see you next time. Peace
See ya.
out.
Nice.